welcome back. I'm Taylor, and for this video I'd like to talk about all of the September haul items I got. This video is probably going to be either super long or split into a couple different videos. September was a pretty big month for me in getting a bunch of items. I got super obsessive and tried to find a bunch of stuff and started getting like, I have to collect these and all of this. So September I got a lot of items. So there's a lot to show for this video. I may not show it all because if I'm being completely honest, I don't remember everything I specifically got in September. I started making a list and I kind of fell off the wagon a little bit. So there might be some things that are, not quite accurate here, but I'm just gonna do the best I can. So let's jump into it. Caveat for all of these figures, they are all unboxed. They're not in their original boxes. I learned pretty quickly how important it is to unbox the figures immediately. I learned that the hard way, unfortunately, so now I don't wait to open any of my boxes, even if they're brand new, just to be on the safe side. Had some bad luck with a couple figures and definitely was bummed, looking back on them and they're broken and I can't do anything about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show the boxes and I'm gonna show the figures, and they're just already set up. You'll probably see a few behind me as well. So let's get started. So the first one I have is actually a set. I bought a lot of sets this month. So here is one of the boxes, and it's the ReZero Snow White version set, and it's with Emilia and Rem. So here's one of the boxes. Huge boxes, very cute. I love the purple tones. And here's the other box. So they're pretty much the same box. This is by Ichiban Kuji, if I say that correctly. So let's take a look at the figures themselves. So like I said, this figure is actually a set. And it comes in, it's two separate figures, but they attach at the bottom. Well, they don't attach at the bottom. They sit next to each other at the bottom. So here is the first one, and this is Rem. I do really like this one. I love that she has the little basket of apples here and her little outfit. I will say my thing about this is I don't particularly understand how it pertains to Snow White, but I'm not going to complain. I think she's adorable. She is one of the cutest figures I have. I will also say this one was exceptionally focused on her bust. So she has an exceptionally large bust in this one, which I did think was a little weird, a little off character, but that's okay. Not something I'm going to worry about. But definitely thought she was cute. I love her hat, and I love that she still has her maid headband on, and it just worked out pretty well. I will say I don't like that her basket doesn't actually attach anywhere. It tends to fall, and that's a little scary, but I do really like this figure a lot. So the other half of this figure is Emilia, and I will say I like her a little bit less than the Rem counterpart. So for one, her face to me doesn't seem quite accurate. It's a little off, and the nose part is a little weird. It kind of bothers me a little bit. I do like her dress, and I do like that they maintained a little of her scarf ideal right there. And it actually also comes with a little puck. The thing is Puck doesn't actually sit anywhere on the stand. You just place him and he's loose, and that definitely bothers me because he falls all the time and you knock him and he gets knocked off, and it's very frustrating. So that is one of my frustrations with this piece. I did go through a lot of trouble getting this because it was super cute, it was super rare, it was really hard to find. Not overly expensive, but it was a little hard to find, so I wanted to get it. Of course, have to be special. But I do overall really like this set. It is really cute, especially when they're standing together. Again, not 100% sure what the Snow White connection is, but that's okay. They are super cute anyways. So the next one I want to show is actually not exactly a figure, but something I was super excited for. So technically this was the very first anime related item I have ever bought. This one was way before I got into collecting figures. I just really liked the show, and I happened to see this, and it was my first time purchasing from Crunchyroll, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever. I have to get it. And that is the Rimuru Tempest Replica from Reincarnated as a Slime. And for anyone who doesn't know what this is, it's awesome, you have to get it. So it's a little slime. Isn't that adorable? Just this alone, I would purchase, hands down. He's a little squishy. He's not hard. I don't know if you can see that he squishes. But his face is adorable. And he actually also talks. So he has two different modes. You have the Great Sage mode where she talks, and then you just have his voice. It just keeps going, but you can also press. That was a long one. But you can also press down for his next one as well. And let me see the. You have the Great Sage too. So this one was just so cute. I love that it came with all of those sayings. It has, I think it's like 100 sayings, something like that. I don't remember what it was. But it even does ones where Great Sage and Rimuru talk back and forth, just like they do in the show. So you can have that setting on it as well. And I absolutely love this. I just love just how squishy he is and just how similar to, an actual slime he is. It's just super cute and I love it, and I'm so happy I got this. This kind of is what got me into anime figure collecting, and then just I love this show in general, so it made me very happy. One of my favorites that I got this month. So to continue with my Reincarnated as a Slime, I actually got a bunch of the figures this past month. They were previously unavailable by the time I figured out that they were actually going on sale. Pre-orders had sold out and I had no way of getting them. So this past month I got super lucky and I found them in multiple different stores. So now I have almost the whole collection. So the first one I have is actually a little bit different than the others. So I have a Shion. This is her box. So I like this figure better than the other figures that go with the other ones I'm going to show you guys, because it comes with her cape. And that to me is not, you don't see that a lot. I love that it has the full cape here. It's not focused on just her body, which the other figure kind of, I felt focused too much on that. I love the position because it's just kind of one of her happy habits, and it just really shows her character in this figure, just kind of how she is in her less serious mode. I did just really like that it had the cape and then her standard outfit as well, and then of course it has her full horn here, which those who have seen the show know why that's important. But this one is a little bit bigger than the other ones. So the other ones I actually got were all part of the same series, and that's the Other Worlder series. I believe this is one of the first ones that has come out, first series I should say, for the Reincarnated as Slime figures. So as you can see here, I got Sue, I have Benimaru, and then I don't have the boxes handy. I have the original box, but I also have Shuna. She's super cute. I love that as the story goes on, you end up loving her more and more. So I had to get her, of course, because it's Shuna. And then here is the Benimaru one. I love this one. He's so serious in this figure. and I just love how it looks on him. I love that the sword just kind of sits on the back of his clothes, just like they actually do in the show. And it's pretty stable, which I've been really happy with. But I love his face in this one. It cracks me up. And then I have Sue. I love this figure of Sue as well. It just kind of shows his mysteriousness and his quietness, along with how powerful he actually is. So I really like this figure. I will say my only complaint about these figures are the stands, kind of boring stands, if I'm being totally honest. I'm not really a stickler about stands. I'm pretty flexible on them, but these are very simple. They're just black ones. I almost would have even preferred just a blue one to go with Rumaru's color, just to kind of, you know, show what show they're from and kind of bring them all together. But it's just these kind of plain black ones. I still do really like them. I do like that they're all the same. That I do appreciate, especially when they're even from the different series. Like Shion here, still a black one. As you can see, Shion is bigger than the other ones. The other ones are a little bit more to scale with each other, except for Ranga. And I do have Ranga in the back there. He is smaller, he's about this big. So definitely not, you know, his average size that he is throughout the show, even though he can change sizes. But he's definitely a little bit smaller. But I really like him as well. But that was actually one of the first ones. Actually, he's like maybe my third figure I ever bought. So I didn't get him in September, but I did get the rest of the gang, so I was super happy with that. So the next one I got has quickly become one of my favorites. It's from Furyu. I cannot say that for some reason. My lips don't want to do it. But it's the 1/7 scale Chinese dress version. You can see how big it is. I love this one. And honestly, I didn't think I was going to love it as much as I do. I was super interested in it, and I was like, oh, it's really pretty, I have to get it. And then I got it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got it. And I now have the Ram one on the way as well. I ordered these from Ami. This was such a great buy. I really like this figure for a few different reasons. For one, her stockings are actual cloth. Which I didn't know. I didn't expect that, but I really like the contrast of how it looks against her more metallic dress. It actually has a really good contrast that I think is really pretty. I also like that it's kind of a functional fighting dress because she's with her weapon at the same time as being cute and being very Rem. So I really like that. I also like her little hat at the top. I think that's adorable. I will say, so this actually comes with stands to hold up the weapon back like this. I actually didn't like that. I didn't feel it needed those. I didn't like how it looked having all those extra stands in the background. So I left it hanging, and honestly, I like it that much better. I just think and I realize it might not be realistic to the movement that she's portraying here, but I think it looks a lot cooler like this rather than having the stands in the back. I really love the stand as well for the actual figure. It's super simple, it's just rocks, but it evokes a very strong scene in my opinion, and I think that's just awesome. I just love that they have that there. It's not just a plain boring one. It actually kind of shows something with her fighting, and kind of think, oh, she's out, you know, somewhere fighting in an actual place rather than it just kind of being a boring stand. So I do really appreciate that. Definitely one of my favorite figures. Happily surprised with that, with how much I like this one. Like I said, I do have the Ram version coming now. Also pre-ordered from Ami. I believe that one is out in October or November. Can't remember which, but I'm excited for that one as well. And And I wanted to show her box for this one as well, just because of how ginormous it is. Look how huge this thing is. Box is easily the biggest box I have for any of my figures. She's also one of my biggest figures. So, giant box. It was packed super, super well from Ami, so you can always rely on them. So the next thing I wanted to show you guys is actually not a figure. It is a really cool item that I had never seen before. And then I was scrolling around on eBay looking at ReZero stuff, and I came across it, and it was just unique, and I had to get it. So it is a clock of ReZero. You have Rem and Rom, and it does actually work. I don't have the batteries in it to make it work, but it can actually work. This piece actually spins. You guys can see that there. And then I can't remember if it does music or not. I always forget which one it is, but it was just so different. I had to get it. It is a little plasticky looking, I won't lie there, but I like how unique it is and how different. Apparently the clock face could be a couple different things. So here's the box that it had. So it has these 3 different faces it could be. So this is the one I got, but it could also be this one or this one. I am actually really happy with this one. I like the other 2 a lot. This one I feel a little weird about because it's in a church. You can see a cross up here, but she's also in basically her underwear that's supposed to be her wedding dress, which I don't think she would do. So very out of character for me. But I do really like this one because it has both sisters, and that's what makes it awesome. So yeah, so super cool here. This one, it is a Kadokawa brand. I can't really find too much information on it beyond that. Like I said, I really only found it on eBay. Couldn't find a lot of other info on it, but super happy with it. Just a very different thing to have, and I think it's interesting. So the next one I have is actually from Konosuba. Here is the box. So it's a Megumin, but it's a chocolate candy version. I have a weakness for candy / dessert themed items, whether they're keychains or actual figures, which you don't see all the time. I saw this one, and I like Megumin a lot. I like her character in Konosuba. It's not my favorite show ever, but I do like her character, and when I saw this, I had to have it. It just was really cute. It was adorable, so I had to get it. I do have to do some more research because it says A on here, which tells me there's probably some more, maybe with the other characters. So I did look around and see what else I can find. If I can find a darkness one, I want that one. I love darkness. So here is the actual figure. I love her. Her staff is actually a fork, if you guys can see. It's so cute. I just love that her staff's a fork. Like, that just works perfectly. But she's in like this chocolate themed design. You know, everything is dark, and you can even see her hat right here. It's just melting a little bit. It's just a little chocolatey. She has a couple spots on her hat where it's like that, and it's adorable. I think it's so cute. I just love it, and I love her silly expression on her face, and I also love that they have her red eyes in this still as well. It just works out super cute. I would have loved if they had her little cat in here as well. That would have been really cute, but this just alone is super adorable. I love this stand as well. It's simple, but not overly simple, and it's themed perfectly. Super happy with how all of this looks and just how cute it is. It's just really adorable, just straightforward. So love this one. So the next one I have is from Overlord. This one I ordered from Crunchyroll, and it's Ain's gown, of course, in his full full gear. It is a little bit smaller than I expected, I'll be totally honest. I know they had the dimensions posted and I didn't pay attention to them. I did expect it to be a little bit bigger, but it's teeny. It's a little small. Here's my hand for comparison. It's a little baby, but it is still really cool. This is a super detailed figure. You can see just like the flow and the lines in his coat. You can see the shine in the staff. You can see his chest. It's a very detailed figure. It's just really nice on shading. It's almost like an antique figure is kind of how they make it look. And I do love that. It just looks really cool. But it's a very awesome figure. Like I said, just wish it was a little bit bigger. Would have loved it to be, you know, even massive. I would have taken massive, you know, as big as maybe my other larger figures here, but still happy with him. Still happy with him. So the next thing is actually a pop vinyl. And I did used to collect pop vinyls all the time and I've moved away from those with collecting more anime figures, actual figures. But this one I really wanted. It's Elias from the Ancient Magus Bride. And this one is actually kind of hard to find and it can be pretty expensive. I got super lucky. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I got it for 60 bucks at my local collector store. So really lucky on that. They posted on Instagram that they had it and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go get it. And I called them and I ran over there and picked it up because I had to get it. There are not a lot of figures in general of the Ancient Magus Bride. The only one that I can think of that there is insanely expensive because it's pretty old and now I guess it's just not really around as much. So kind of have to make do with a pop vinyl. Still really cute. This one is actually in a protective case, so I'm not going to take them out. But it's a really good, it's a good pop vinyl. One of my favorite pop vinyls that they made. So happy with this one. Alright, so next I'm going to show a couple keychains that I actually got from a couple different places. So the first one is from Ami Ami, and it is this Milim reincarnated as a slime one. This one was pretty recent. I think it's really cute just because it's a very modern day one of her. It's all glitter. It has a layer of glitter on top of it, and it just is her with boba and ice cream, and that just seems like something she would do in modern times. So I thought this one was really cute. They had other ones in this type of series that I really wanted, but they were all out of stock, unfortunately. I was not quick enough to get those, so I could only get her here. There was one other one that was available. I think it was Shion. And there's something about it I just didn't 100% like, and I was trying to not go crazy on keychains, so I decided not to get it. So I only got Milim, but she is super cute. Very happy with this one. So the next one is actually a keychain set from My Next Life as a Villainess. I love this show. It cracks me up. And this one, Ami Ami, I love, sells a lot of their items in sets, and then a lot of times they'll sell them individually too. But this one came as a set. So like I said in my earlier video, I am a sucker for dessert, cake, food themed items, and this is one of those. So these are all dessert themed. I have them separated out by females versus males just for display purposes. You can see here we have Maria, Mary, Katerina, and Sophia all looking adorable in their little cups. And then here we have Keith, Nicole, Alan, and Giotto all looking good as well. These keychains are super cute, of course dessert themed, but they're just adorable. I absolutely love them. So the last ones I want to show are also keychains. I bought these on Etsy from a place called Fairy Gift Studio. I super loved their stuff. I ordered a bunch of keychains, and the really cool thing about them is they actually sent me some free keychains and some free stickers as kind of a thank you for all the ones that I bought. And definitely love all of them. So the first ones I got were Jujutsu Kaisen. So There's this one, the little kimono. There's this one. Like I said, dessert themed, food themed, super cute. You can see him eating his birthday cake and the gang behind him. Super cute on that one. And then I have, again, another dessert themed. Nobara and a little like cannoli crepe thing she loves to eat. I have a bunch of things that are her eating, and this is how it's meant to be. And then I have Yuji and Sukuna in little kitty forms. Super cute. Then next I have a Shield Hero one, just with the 3 of them. Thought that one was super cute. Then I have a couple Demon Slayer ones, and all of these were the free ones that she sent me. So this one is the gang, all 4 of them. And then I have these 2 as well. Now I watched Demon Slayer before the hype. Literally watched it when it first came out, and that was years ago now. So I don't remember everyone. I haven't seen the movies, plural now. I haven't seen that one yet. So I'm a little behind. I just don't remember all the characters. Next I have Assassination Classroom, one of the very first animes I ever watched. Absolutely loved it. Then I have 2 from Reincarnated as a Slime. I have Rimuru and then the Fairy Queen. Both kind of holding him, and then he kind of hangs, the Rimuru slime kind of hangs from the bottom as well there. And then I have a bunch actually from Bungo Stray Dogs. I just started the show, super love it. Kind of been obsessed with it. So I got this one. And this one. And these are all like different themed. That one. And that one. I have almost every character here. Main character. There. Mr. Grumpy Pants. That one. And then the last 2. Dazai. There we go. Alright, so for fear of my video getting too long, I'm going to kind of cut it there. That was a good majority of all of the items I got in September. Definitely got a lot more. I would say maybe not brand new ones. I got a lot of Rem and Rom sets. You can see it at the top behind me. I'll have to do a video on all of this stuff I have. It's mostly Rem, yeah. But that's it for now. I'll probably be doing another video here in a couple weeks. I have some more orders coming. Everything kind of got delayed with everything going on, which is a huge bummer, but hoping I'll have some new stuff to show you guys. Otherwise, thank you again for joining me, and I will see you next time.